Are you a physician duly licensed to practice medicine in the state of New York? I am. For how long have you been so licensed? Since July of 1987. Would you be good enough to catalog briefly your medical background? Defendant's counsel, I will make a concession on his qualifications, Your Honor. Plaintiff's counsel, and I decline the offer, Your Honor. I am a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania as well as a graduate of Baylor University Medical College. I take it you interned, doctor? Yes, I did. Where did you intern? I interned at St. Luke's Hospital, New York City. Defendant's counsel, is all this necessary, if Your Honor please? The court, counsel doesn't accept your concession. May I direct your attention to October 1988? Did you, at the request of my office, examine Tony Brown? I did. What did your examination consist of? My examination was addressed to the right hip and thigh. I noted there was a healed post-operative scar on the internal surface of the right thigh. You say you noticed a scar. Is that correct? Yes, sir. What was the condition of that scar? You mean, how did it look? Yes, that scar was healed and unthickened. What were your findings? I have not finished outlining the examination, counselor. The court, let him finish, please. I beg your pardon. Will you please continue, and I will try not to interrupt you. I noted further a slightly atrophic thigh area, the right thigh being thinner than the left. Excuse me, doctor, you are referring to the circumference, are you? I am. Continue, please. On asking the patient to elevate and flex his thigh, there was no restriction of motion, nor was there any pelvic tilt. In other words, doctor, you found no body deformity? That is correct. You said you saw what you termed, I believe, a healed post-operative scar. Is that so? Yes, sir, I saw the residue of that scar. Has that post-operative scar any importance? It is merely an indication that an operation was performed. In much the same way as a person who has an appendectomy will have an abdominal scar as at the operative site. Is that correct? Defendant's counsel, I object to brazen leading, Your Honor. The court, that is right, sustained. Doctor, would you be able, with a reasonable degree of medical certainty, to offer an opinion with respect to use? Yes. What is your opinion? That a good functional recovery has been obtained. When you arrived in court today, did you, in the presence of myself and my adversary, review certain x-rays that had been marked into evidence this morning? I did. With the aid of the shadow box? Yes, sir. Incidentally, you are not a radiologist. I am not. Nor are you an orthopedist specialist, for that matter. No, sir. But over the course of the years, you have reviewed and evaluated radiographs having to do with bone and soft tissue injuries? Thousands, sir. Doctor, I show you this x-ray, Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. On this x-ray, I detect a reactive condition. Can you tell me, sir, what that is? It is an anomaly. There are many types of reactive conditions. In this case, what type is it? In this case, it is bony degeneration. Was there surgery in this case, doctor? Yes, there was an open reduction. Describe it, please. Under general anesthesia, the wires are inserted and a sagittal plane from the lateral femoral shaft is inserted. Defendant's counsel, Your Honor, with all due respect, the jury are not going to understand the technical nature of that last answer. The court, break it down into its component parts, if you would, counsel.